Afternoon, everyone. Hope your week is doing good, Colt. VA-ho. I need to be out there walking. Hold on a minute. I got to turn my speaker off. Sorry. This time I'll try not to be a dummy and sit here and talk for 5 or 10 minutes with the mic not working like I did the other week. But hope everyone's doing well this week. Yeah, I hauled some trash yesterday, Colt, and usually my kitchen garbage, $1.50, which is cheap. And I sometimes haul 1 55 gallon and then 2 30 gallons. Well, they changed their mind. They don't want to do it that way no more. They want to do a $5 minimum, which will cover up to I think 140 pounds. And I told the lady, I said, well, looks like the dollar days are gone. She said, yep. So I'm going to make sure this time I have my truck full because I still hadn't got all my kitchen garbage out of here. So I kind of got messed up on that one. So I got my 32-inch actually over here. It's an old TV I bought for $20. And it'll be on all the time when I stream. So when I'm loading, I can sit here and keep my eye kind of like Mac does, on the big screen. It's not as big as that one. I did find a 40-inch or 40-inch yesterday. It was 10 years old LCD. It looked good, Toshiba, for $39, but I didn't want to pay $40 for a thrift store TV. Might as well pay $150, maybe get an old 4K somewhere, which I have a little bit better resolution. But I already got to 32, so I probably can do without it, and I did. But I hope everyone's doing well. But I'm having to keep my truck. That's what I was going to say. I got an old 94 Toyota out here. It needs a door handle to open the door now. I do it by running my hand in the hole. And I ordered a couple of door openers, for it on the exterior. And they were out of spec. And I returned, I think, 3 of them. 2 from Amazon and 1 from, who was it? Carparts.com. They made good on it. They gave me a refund. Car Parts did. But boy, can I tell you a story? My day yesterday was not going good. And I know we're not here for that, but you all remember my press I ordered. I knew by the messaging it was not going to turn out good. Well, they decided they were going to sit there and say, the press was used. We're going to give you $104, 50% of your refund on eBay now. Because the press was used. That's our policy. I said the press was not used. I took it out. I couldn't use it. I said because your round was too tight to go up and down on it. But they were going to be what they're going to be. So I did I contacted to a thing there. I think some kind of thing eBay has. It probably wasn't, not even an hour later. It, boom, another 104 went in the bank. But anyway, this I hate to even say it. I know who it is. I don't know who it is personally, but I know their name. Boy, they tried to rip me blind. I said, I told eBay, I said, this will not stand. I will not accept no 50% refund on a press that was bad in the box. But like I said, I knew they were going to do it the way they were carrying on. I said, I asked for an exchange. They never would say yes. And then when they finally did say something, it was, we never said we would not say, that we would not do an exchange. So it was just one of those crazy days. But I got my money back. eBay paid me, I think it shows eBay paid twice. So they could have withdrawn that. But it shows that they paid me 2 times and I got my complete refund back. Hey, John Paul. I have a hard time seeing this monitor so far away, especially with my eyes. That's why I got my 32 over here when I hand load. In a minute here, I'm going to do some little dummy rounds, and I'll kind of move this over here to the other screen, and y'all can kind of see it, how it'll do better. No, they wouldn't. They didn't want to do a replacement. I asked for it, and the only thing, like I said, what she said was, we didn't say we wouldn't do an exchange. I said, well, you never said you would, and that's what I asked for. She just kept telling me at first that Lee was going to could send me around. I said, I ain't repairing that dang press myself after buying it brand new. But they tried to smoke me. And boy, I got up yesterday morning, I seen that $104, and it says partial refund. I like the blue gasket. When I contacted eBay, though, I looked on my credit card and they went ahead and gave me the money back, so they'll get it back from them. Don't do business. Be careful. I'll say this. All I'll say is eBay, reloading gear, watch out for the word Southwest. And I'm going to say that because I don't want you all to get burned either. But I don't want to. I don't like trashing and calling out people. And that's all I'll say. Just be cautious and remember that word. And there's another one too. I can't gray smoke, something I can't remember. But if you research, you'll see that they got two different sales stores, and they also have an internet presence, which I don't even remember the name now, and I won't call that out. But that was not right the way they did me. But I got a press coming in today, Lee turret. It says it'll be here by 10 p.m. I'm hoping it'll come before the show. If it don't, we'll just do the loading on the dummy loading on the T7. So I got that. The handle is not coming till an upgrade handle. I paid $30-something for. It's not coming till a few days later, maybe even next week. And see, so I got press. I think I got an extra turret head coming. Yeah, so I have two turret heads here on it, and I'm hoping this press works. I did, Vallejo. I ordered one the other day on Amazon. It was supposed to come in today. The Lee turret is, yeah. At least Amazon, I can doggone put it in the box and send it back. Another issue I had, I'm having a problem with Amazon too. Amazon I had a UPS driver pick up a Sony remote control for this year. Well, I don't know why I had an uneasy feeling, so I called, Amazon and told them, I have an uneasy feeling about that. So I want you to know they picked it up. Oh, okay. Yeah, we see it, sir. Yeah, we got it. Well, never gave me my refund. I called a few times. They says, well, call after 30 days, we'll automatically issue it. No, they're doing an investigation. Won't know when I sent it back. They don't have it, et cetera, et cetera. $138 plus tax part. I have still over a month, maybe a month and a half or longer. I have not got a refund from Amazon yet. And the thing is, I can't find the little sticker the guy gave me. But I was so suspicious that day, I even went back down the driveway and told that guy, I said, this don't look right. Is this what I get? And he goes, yeah. It was some little sticker. And it says, we tried 3 times or something to do a pickup on your door. In other words, it didn't say they picked it up, but we tried. And I was suspicious, so I called Amazon. But wouldn't you know it, they don't sit there and even have a note of that. So I'm having to battle them now for $140-something. So it'll work out. They better give me my money back because I buy an awful lot of stuff from Amazon. But yeah, Bob, my turret's coming here by 10 p.m. tonight, everyone. And I can't wait. I hope it works good. And apparently that other one just got through quality control, slipped through it. So hope you all doing good. Let me go up here and call you guys out. Colt 1927 was the first one in. Good to see you, Colt. Hope you're doing well. Vallejo, he's walking around, I think, getting some exercise and listening. Good to have you here. 67 Rebel SST AMC is with us. Good to see you, Rebel. John Paul. Good to see you, John Paul. Vanessa Kitty. Good to see you, Vanessa. Brutal Bob. What's up, Bob? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Yep, that looks like everyone. In a minute, I'm going to move this over to the other 32-inch old 1080p TV, and I'm going to do a little sizing, just kind of chit-chat. But, I've bad luck lately. Boy, the press, and then now the Sony remote control for this camera here. I thought, man, geez, what else is going to go wrong? You have those times in life, but it just happens. But that press could come. It's coming out of Buford, so it could be here, in the next hour or two, or it could be here by 10 tonight. So who knows for sure when it'll get here. Buford's not too far away from me, another county or two over, outside of Gwinnett, actually, up. Buford would be northeast of Lake Lanier. It's near Lake Lanier, put it that way. But good to see you guys. Appreciate you being here, guys. But yeah, boy, I tell you, that really ticked me yesterday morning. Whew. But like I say, it didn't take eBay long to say dispute resolved, and it says customer, refunded. That was cool. I've learned my lesson. Don't buy, you want to buy something small on, when it comes to reloading gear, do it. But watch out for these independent, not independent. I mean, this seems to be a company. They have a website. They have 2 stores, now, but they did not do me right. If I hadn't actually, contested it through eBay guarantee, I wouldn't have the refund because they actually stated partial. The press was used. I went, use my, what? But can you all hope you ain't being drowned out by rock and roll in there in the living room? I got YouTube running and listen to some girls over in London. They do a lot of Beatles classics and stuff. A lot of stuff. All kinds of mamas and papas, you name it. Even Buffalo Springfield, and they do the, what else? I think the Doors, they've done Donovan. They do Beatles, of course, all kinds of stuff. And they're not a cover band. They're truly big and talented. They don't do a record, what you call a record contract, because they say that they don't have to in this day and age. So, but still got the 40 here. I actually was sizing a few of them. I got some primed here. And I hope to have that doggone turret tonight. But if not, just hang tight. And I might do a weekend throw up a stream doing a little bit on the turret. But this TV here is awesome now. At least I can just sit right here, look away and not worry about missing some of the chat. I maybe miss a little, but I can see you kind of as you talk. It's not as easy as you think to multitask sometimes when you're doing a live stream, to do the loading. Now, if you ignore the side chat, it's okay. Code, I had an issue with eBay, PayPal for, ended up going direct with the vendor. Oh, okay. Yeah, I bet. Is that right? $3,600. Whoa. Wow. I had years ago, I bought a letter size HP printer. It used to be like $500 something. I think I bought it for $180 years ago. Really good printer too. No, that one wasn't. That was a bad one. These people decided they'd refund me just partial too. And back then you weren't as protected. So what they did is when I sent it back, they apparently did not care if they got their channel taken, their store taken down or whatever it was, their account. It really wasn't a store. And eBay was only able to get me a partial refund for that printer. So I got beat out of that because they didn't have the protection back then like they do now. And I ended up buying another one on there, and it turned out okay. And my ex-girlfriend damaged it here at the house in the laundry room here years ago. It fell off a bookshelf, and I told her, I said, boy, did you know that thing used to cost $500? It was one of those large format inkjets HP used to build back in the 90s. It was a nice one, too. AR, we're on the cheap sunglasses and usually wear. Oh, they're up here. I actually got some new sunglasses, too. I was able to, where they at? Went to the dollar store. They're similar. Close enough. There you go. Hard to see the side chat when I'm wearing them, too, though. So, it's kind of hot here. 81, just humid. I got the AC on and got a fan in there blowing through here. And I ordered another attic fan, more powerful one. And wouldn't you know, it looks like it's been open. So I got to take that back to Home Depot, which they're good about that. Hey, the Scottish American. Good to see you, man. Thank you for dropping by. Let me, I'm going to pull this over here and I'm going to do a little loading. I already did my, my anti-static sheet. I do got to set up the scale here, so bear with me, guys. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss anybody before I move you over. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to kind of tilt that, move that out of the way a little bit. Touch that and try to get the focus there. Y'all can see my scale here. And I want to move this over to this screen. And there you are. Well, apparently you can partially see me. I was hoping you couldn't. Let me see. There we go. That's better. I can sit right here, and right here where I'm at. Sometimes when I skip you all occasionally by accident on my regular Wednesday night shows. My printer is probably 4 to 5 foot from me right now. It's a long way. Even with good eyes, I could see it probably, yeah. But with bad vision, nope, not even with glasses. And not only that, my glasses are 5 years old, so I need new ones. Got here, oh, and I love this here pistol. No lube. We got Lee dies here, and I've already got it set up, so I'm not gonna go through that. Right there, you see my finger? Got the powder through funnel, Lee. Well, hang on. Bring that up a little bit. There we go. Got the Lee seating die, and then the factory crimp die for the 40 S&W. And I'm mostly just doing this to have something to do while I chit-chat with you all and talk. And I wish that dang press would come in. I'm anxious to get that thing. Let me see. Size this. Flare it. This powder through die, I'm really liking it. Not as much as the Redding 2-step, but when I get that insert the Viejo told me about and everybody see on YouTube, I'm going to use probably nothing but the powder through Lee from now on both calibers. I bought the Redding, I only gave like $28 for it on sale at Midway, so not that big a deal. Let me set this, calibrate this right here, scale up, get it calibrated. It was calibrated. Somehow I bumped the coordinate, unplugged. I usually plug this scale up and leave it plugged up for about an hour or so, sometimes hours. Let's see. Well, that's a trip. It did not go down to 00, which it usually does, so we'll just calibrate it all over again. I've never seen that. Very rare have I seen that the scale be off. Now be aware, I am looking at the scale right now, so I can't see the sides yet. There we go. Boy, that was slow. That's strange. I have got the air on, but I've never had any trouble with the air. I got a deflector up there. 01. 00 now. Okay. I think the air's blowing. Oh, the fan in there in the kitchen blowing through here, and then the air above me. That would explain it. Let's just see if it'll do okay anyway. Let's see. 0 it. There we are. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what powder I'm using. Silhouette dummy powder. Let's see who all's in the side chat. 17. Yeah, type 1776 to get you a link for your channel. Y'all check Code out. He's a good guy, man. Good dude. He's got good stickers, which I can't find still. Eagle Run, what is up? I got myself set up Eagle a little bit better than, or this time I won't be sitting here talking. Nobody can hear me. And I'm also close to my 32-inch screen right here, so I can reload and look and talk at the same time. And I may go back to that thrift store here in a little bit, and after this is over, and get that, if they still got it, and get that 40-inch LCD 1080. Only reason I didn't want to pay $40 for a 10-year-old LCD display. It's 40 inches. And not only that, I'd have to raise my cabinet or take my cabinet off the wall, and that's kind of a booger without a helper. And I got a roommate coming in here probably next month or two, so I'll get him to help me. Oh man, you don't have to do that, but appreciate it. I'll definitely give them away. I'll find them. I know they're here. I don't think I threw them away. I was busy doing so much stuff here on my desk, with paper shuffling, and I thought, well, maybe I threw them away. I went through the garbage. I couldn't find them, and but I was looking forward to giving them away in the giveaways. And you all check Coates' channel out, guys. Got good stuff. Likes that Thompson submachine gun. which my father really loved. He loved that gun. He talked about that his whole life. My father carried a handgun probably from the time he was walking until he passed away in his 70s. He gave me one, which I sold. My brother right now has a Model 10, 1946 model, 5-inch barrel, 38 special with the ring hook. The ring's not there, but the hook thing is there on the handle. It's mint, too. And that was my father's. And you all know the Model 10. That's what the cops carried. And the only difference is this is a 5-inch barrel, which is a little different. You don't see a lot of them in the Model 10. Most of them's 4-inch. But Buddha Bob, Curtis Long at work, so I can't stick around. Sorry, just went to. Yeah, good to see you, Curtis. Appreciate you jumping in, man. Even if you can only stay a second. Appreciate it. Let's go on, Andy. Good morning. It's 1:34 p.m. here on Eastern Standard Time. But mine does say it's morning coffee somewhere. I think one time Jamie said something about it. It wasn't morning one day. I said, well, that's how I got the name. I said, because my stream usually starts at 2 or around that time. And he said something about it's not morning. I said, well, it's morning coffee somewhere around the globe. So I kind of stuck with it a little bit, that saying. But good to see you, Curtis Scotsman. Good to see you, man. Thank you for dropping in, guys. Yeah, got 5 on. Let's get the powder here thrown. And I have got to go get my eyes checked here in probably 6 months when I pay down the credit card a little bit and get the car out of the shop. I talked with a guy the other day, and he said he was he would paint my chassis, at least the motor area where I couldn't get to it. I said, I'll give you the paint, the acetone, and the rags. He said, I got rags. I said, okay, I'll bring you the paint. If y'all just kind of clean it, sand it up, sand it a little bit, and stick some black chassis paint on it for me. I said, because I'd have to bring the car here and, do it myself and then take it back to him. And he said he would do it. I hope he does. I'm going to carry the stuff down there to get him to do it. I am there. This is a recipe I kind of come up with, a kind of a combination. You know how you do when, it's a disclaimer here. Always go by your reloading manuals, new people especially, and some other people. But I actually made this load up kind of there wasn't no data on this. It's Acura. I was going to call them, but I kind of did a few charges and tried it out, and it works good. So I'd come up with a good charge on the Silhouette. Silhouette's a good powder used by, I think, let's see who it's used by. I know it's law enforcement. Supposedly uses it. What else? Some kind of competition. I can't remember if it was IDPA. Silhouette is ideal for competitive shooters. IPSC, IDPA, and USPSA. As a double base, high-performing powder, Silhouette is an excellent choice for 9, 38 Super, 40 S&W, and 45 ACP. Silhouette's low flash signature, high velocity, and clean burning properties make it perfect powder for indoor ranges and law enforcement applications. That's why I bought it. And I think we're going to give $150-something, $9 for it, for 4 pounds, big old jug. Looks like a gallon, but it's not. So it's a good powder, clean burning and low flash. And I picked it because of those properties. So here we go. We're going to go to the Lee seating die for the dummy round. And we're going to go to the Lee factory crimp die. And we're going to check it in the EGW. Okay. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Well, camera's way over there. Anyway, you guys can see it's flat. So, one good round. I'm going to put that in a basket. Oh, I got these baskets. I told you about these last week. They're kind of not as heavy duty as the original I got a couple years, well, actually 4 or 5 years ago from, Dollar Tree, but they're flexible, but they're pretty good. You get 2 for $1.25. I'm going to go back and get another $5 or $10 baskets, some more of them. Same size as the pharmacy uses. Let's see. Yeah, you remember that, Colt? Yeah, I'm dumping rice in these. They're dummy loads. Yep, Absolutely. Rice is the best thing for a dummy round for sure. Brutal Bob, do you know the movie? Okay. Warmstrong, what's up, Bill? Appreciate you dropping by, brother. Good to see you. Check him out, guy. Warmstrong, you want to type in 1776? It'll drop your channel link. He's a travel channel, guys, and he can tell you. I think he's even an agent, travel agent or something like that. I could be wrong, but it seems like I remember that. But Chessboard, what is up? Scottish American. Good to see you, Chessboard. Appreciate you coming in here. Toy Town Inc. is with us. Good to see you, Toy Town Inc. Let me see. I'm going to scroll up. Make sure I didn't miss anybody while I was looking down at the press. Let's see. Alaska One Andy, good to see you. Who else? Brutal. Curtis Long. Check out Eagle Run 23. He does a lot of AR builds. And I also have a Grendel build coming up. I've already did the upper 223 Wild by Criterion Core Barrel. I've already did that one. The only thing I need to do is a fixed side and maybe a foldable red dot on it. And I like it. I love it too, especially a 15-inch lightweight rail like that. I've always wanted a 15-inch M-LOK rail, but it feels great in the hand. Bob Masavo. Hope I said that right. I hope I didn't mangle it. Good to see you, Bob. Appreciate you dropping in. Let's see. Oh, this is a lot easier talking to you guys with this 32-inch TV here in front of me. I don't have to strain my eyes on that 27 monitor about 4 or 5 feet from me. Okay, I got everybody. We got 10 on. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Okay, we got one dummy round done. Let's do another one while we sit here and chat. Yeah, I can't wait to get. What I love about that Lee, it's heavier than I thought, and I do love the auto indexing. And I'm gonna put the little sticky thing like Mac did to keep it from banging into the red paint. I'm gonna put that little upgrade on it. I got some Velcro here somewhere, and I'll put that on the underneath the advance rod that it causes it to advance. Let's see who else is in here. Oh yeah, appreciate you being here, Bob, too, man. I do, man. I try to shout every single one of you guys out most of the time as you enter. Sometimes I do get to reloading a little bit and kind of forget or can't see over there with my bad eyes. And even now, even with glasses, I got bifocal, so you can't really see that far. No, but this TV's perfect, and 40 would be even better. Kind of like Elster's rifle and reloading. I think he had a 40. He told me, and at least that's what he told me. I hadn't seen him streaming in a long time, or he used to stream all the time and load on his bench. I'm gonna go over there and see what's going on. I hadn't seen him in a long time. Check him out. But he was, last I seen him, he was doing what was it? Annealer machines, aluminum reloading blocks, and God, who knows what he's doing now? Maybe he may have more stuff. But thank you for being here. Good. Let's see. We're going to size this dummy around, which I did. Wanted to make sure. Flare through the Lee powder dye. Leave the ram up. And always use rice when you're doing dummy rounds, because we know that's safe, right? But outside of telling you the powder, I'm not going to really get into what I'm loading. One reason, because there's no manual on this load. I mean, I looked at various loads, though, and kind of got an idea of a starting and max charge and tested it. And it worked out good. It cycled really good on a 1911 9mm. I'd love, definitely in the future, I am getting that, was it I-120 scale or 120i that MacMan has? I want that scale. And I'm going to Probably can't get the powder hopper he's got yet because they're talking over $1,000. But I'm gonna get that, at least get that scale. I think I get about usually about 550 at one time. But the way everything's high right now, probably about 6 plus now. But I like that scale. It's lab grade, 5-year warranty, so you can't beat it for reloading. And it measures down to a kernel. Yep, put a little too much rice in the, there we go. I definitely like 40. What the crap? Looks like my die slipped. Well, it don't look like it slipped, but boy, it flared the holy crap out. Well, we'll set that aside. I don't know how that happened. It, like a trumpet. I had it adjusted perfect. Must have slipped. Let me check it again here. That's strange. Let's see. No? Wow. I don't know how that happened. Got a huge trumpet on that last dummy round I just did. Okay. Push it back up. Get some more rice here. Let's see, I have the same setup. The beef. Oh, wow. That's cool, Colt. I'd love to have it too. They got a new setup now. It has a side powder trickler kind of built attached to it. So you not only dump, out of your powder thing on that scale, it has a trickler too. But apparently it's probably pretty expensive though. I may look at it. I don't know if I'll be able to go that high, but like I say, I'm going to start out with a scale first. And 5-year warranty. I mean, RCBS has 1-year warranty. After that, they don't rebuild their scales. If it goes, it goes. They don't give you a refund, and they won't replace it. But so with the lab grade, you do have the warranty covering you. And 5 years is a long time. Plus, you have high grade electronics. So that's why I'm going to the 120. I'm using the Lee powder scoop for this rice. Like I say, guys, like Max says, we can't do instruction on here. We can't do real rounds, so we have to do dummy rounds to be safe, or at least we're always safe because we're reloaders. But at least most of us are safe. But because of YouTube rules, I'm gonna go down and make sure, because I was talking, make sure that's empty. I don't want this rice to go off on me. Perfect. Don't know how that trumpet got there, Blair. That's weird. Definitely not that way now. Let's see. Seat the dummy round. Go to the factory crimp die. It also has a kind of a carbide sizer inside that factory crimp die. And let's check it out. Make sure it does good in the EGW. Yep, absolutely perfect. Right there. Matter of fact, you can see there, it's flush down in there. I do have some of this focusing where I can do touch on this cameras. So I touch it to make sure it focuses back on the press a little bit better. Okay. There's my round. Putting them in another basket. This EGW does 3, 4, 5, 7 rounds. This EGW chamber checker or ammo checker. Like I said before, this also checks the profile bullet seating depth on your round that you do. And so far, I like it. $25 now, I think, online. Actually, I gave $25 for it. I was thinking 20. Let me look at the side chat here. Yeah, I haven't either. He was doing live streams there a year or two ago. I know. I remember seeing that, Bob. I have the same setup before scale. Yeah, coat. Let's see. I'll go ahead and highlight some of this. Yeah, could have been the Scotsman. Kind of weird. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about. Now, how that happened, I can't explain it. Because I thought the die slipped, which would cause that. But no, it's still turned down with the rings. It's not that tight. I took the O-rings out of them, and I tried to put the O-rings back and can't. They won't seem to go in there, even with the pick, metal pick I got. So let's do another dummy round here. Let's see. I can't remember. You that way too, Cody? He says, I have days where I can't remember if I had for breakfast. Makes every day an adventure. Yeah. Sometimes I remember my mom used to go around saying, sometimes I feel like I'm walking around with my head cut off, like a chicken with his head cut off. Can't remember nothing. Well, now I'm getting older. I go, I'll come back in the house sometime. I got to get something because I'm in a hurry to leave the house. And I go in the house and I forget for a second. I'm like, what was I supposed to get? Oh, then I'll think of it. I don't like that. But that's happening. 40 S&W, Nick. Eagle. 40 S&W. Torytown Inc. is still with us. Appreciate you hanging with us. Yeah, 40. And Starline brass, brand new, 500 rounds. It's my brother's brass. And 500 rounds of Acura 155 grain plated bullets my brother bought. And he bought this. I'm trying to, half of this is mine, guys. The problem is I can't get a 1 pound empty container or a 4 pound empty container or a couple of 1 pound empty containers to put my 2 pounds in. And that way I got to pay my brother half of the 160 for this. I told him the other day, I said, I'm still trying to get some empty containers. I said, I'll pay these guys shipping if they got an empty powder bottle they want to mail me. And I'll pay for gas too. It'll be quite a while. Hopefully, maybe he won't want his powder back, and by then I'll maybe have an empty bottle at that point. Or I could fire the Dillon up, then I probably would have an empty bottle quick. Make sure I'm talking and loading. Make sure I didn't put rice in there on the first go around. Size, flare. Bama Dad, what is up? Good to see you, Bama Dad. I'm sitting here now with my 32 inch in front of me where I can walk, talk, and chew gum at the same time now. A little better. All I do is just move my eyes and I can see the 32 inch TV. Eagle says, 1,100 is a lot of money, but consider the cost per use. It could be a good deal. Also, if you are leaving some accuracy on the table, those super accurate. Yeah. That's why I like those, that 120i or I-120 scale. It's lab grade. I've had good luck out of my RCBS 1500, which is I'm using the lower part now, or the white scale part of it. The rest of it's up there, the dispenser part. I don't typically dispense fine ball powder because it gets messy. I do any kind of Barget type powder I'll use for dispensing. But like I say, I definitely want that scale. One of these days I'll pull the trigger and I will get it. And all of that'll be very, very accurate when it comes down to the kernel. Sitting here listening to the rock and roll in the background back there. They say, what, do not reload and do something else. Don't stay distracted. Well, we're not reloading. We're doing dummy rounds. So I'm listening to rock on one ear, you all, and then this. So I've always, especially when I was young, I always had background music or music playing most of my life. Make sure there we go. It's clear. These accurate bullets, they're pretty good. They're plated, but I got them, when I load them, I'm going to load them, I think, around 800 feet per second or something like that. They're not, because they're plated, I'm not going to go up there to 1,000 or so, 'cause I think it'll shred the plating off, if I'm not mistaken. There we go, another dummy round. Good and flush. got what? 3 there right now. Not bad scale. This in here. It's usually don't drift typically. If I get that lab grade, I hear it drifts. But I don't have a lot of blow power here in this room because a long run on my AC. But I am going to put a booster fan in it, and if I do that, I may end up having trouble, especially with the lab grade scale. So I may have to turn it off a little bit or partially close it when I put the booster on it, so it don't mess my scale up. Don't listen to music. I find it hard to hear the same songs over and over. It's on a rotation, almost like a CD player. It goes from one. Typically, if I put the girls on, I call them my girls. They're in England. It goes from song to song, different song after song for a while. Then all of a sudden, maybe an hour or two later, it'll switch to some other singer or rock musician. These are some young girls that grew up very small with a guitar in their hand. And so they learned at an early age. They're prodigies, twin prodigies. And they rock. If you like old Beatles type music and Stones stuff and the early stuff, they can do it. And they nail it good. Dale Pogue, what is up? Good to see you, Dale. Got 14 on. Appreciate you guys coming here. A little bit different for me doing loading dummy rounds here during the day on a coffee, but a little bit better here too, though, I think, instead of just getting on here yakking. Good to see you, Dale. Gizzard Gary's with us. Good to see you, Gary. Appreciate you dropping in. Let's get another one. I get the Lee in. I'm still waiting for a Lee press today, guys. It's from Amazon. And you probably didn't hear, Eagle. The eBay seller tried to rip me off. I returned the Lee Classic turret, and they put 50%, refunded half my money, and said it was used. I contacted eBay. They looked at it, and they settled on my case, and they sent me the other half of the refund. They tried to rip me off. I knew they would, just the way they were talking to me, giving me trouble. Some of you know the story, and I'm not going to really get into that again, but it's all good now, put it that way. Make sure yep. But when I first seen it, I was hot on the collar. I said, doggone it, they did exactly what I thought they would do. And I could tell just by all the communication they did not want to exchange that press. And so when they got it back, they put 50% used press. Well, no, it wasn't really used. I actually couldn't use it. The RAM wouldn't go up and down all the way. But I'm all good now. eBay, luckily, they got that policy where they do refunds. I ordered something for the vet here a few years ago. Trim on the center, it says tune port, from a guy here in Georgia. And I couldn't tell how, the shape of it, and it had a bad curb rash on it, like it ran into a curb. Well, he said no refunds. I sent it back, and eBay refunded my money. So here we go, doing some more rice. I appreciate you guys hanging out here. Well, it might help. I put the bullet in, mightn't it? On the dummy round. Wow, you're pretty charged up on it last show. Oh yeah, man, we probably did about 15 messages back and forth. They were very hard to deal with. They would use the word again, remember? And I would use the word again and copy them. Again, your press is defective. And I didn't shut up. I kept going back and forth with them. And then I told them, I said, customer's always right. They didn't want to acknowledge that, of course. They didn't say a word. But now you know why I went off on them in the last show. They tried to chip me out of 50% of my refund. So, no surprise. Yeah, I like these 40. But I like brand new brass especially. Most of the reloading I do is usually range brass. Mixed head stamps. Oops, wrong one there. So all is good. I'm waiting on the press right now as we speak. Hopefully it's going to be here for tonight's show. If not, I'll have to do what I'm doing now for the show tonight. But my dad says, I finally got my eBay case settled on the ratchet. PayPal made me file against the seller with the FBI. Wow, that was a bit intimidating. I don't want him shot. Yeah. It's a shame that some of these sellers will give you such a hard time. But remember, I think, what was that? Southwest. Just remember that name. If you see a nice little press that's brand new, good deal, don't buy it. You better run like hell. Excuse my language. My dad, yeah, I just wanted my money back. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Like I say, first thing I think when I got up, I looked on, to see what happened, and I see $104. I went, what? And then it says partial refund, 50%. Press was used. Oh boy. Yeah, right. Make sure, just in case I got the talking, I didn't size that. Let's see. Yeah, they sure are, Colt. Well, they always have been. If you look back into even the old days, the early years, they basically killed John Dillinger. Now, him, I think they should have allowed him at least to surrender. Maybe Bonnie and Clyde probably deserve what they got because they were really pure crazy as a bat. Hard to get them anyway. They would definitely shoot you. Bonnie and Clyde would. But yeah, since the early days, they basically labeled you, what was they labeled you? Public danger or something like that. And then when they labeled you that, they were allowed to kill you on the spot. Go figure. Public enemy. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So they say Dillinger actually was a nice guy. People liked him. That's why he was able to hide out for a while. There we go with a little more rice. I also check this rice level on the scale after I load them to see if there's anything that looks suspicious. Let's see. Yeah, public enemy. Yep. Let's see. Yeah. I was with PayPal back in the early years. Eagle says, been 15 years since I used eBay. Wow. I bought my phone here. This is the second one, but the first one probably was a return that had a problem. I bought this one. This was brand new, different packaging, I could tell, and it's been perfect. But I'm very cautious now because you really don't know the seller. They act like, they're not, even if they're a business, let's just shaft the customer here. Let's see. Scrolling up, guys, checking see what you all are saying. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. You check each other's channel out, guys. A lot of good people on here and good channels. And I still want to get with you, Eagle, one of these days when you're not as busy, and we'll do the internet stuff. Or I still got that stuff a little bit written. I think, I was going to write it down. That's what it was. I think I did write some of it down that you told me. And, I'm actually wanting a website, and I want to have a way to capture email addresses. And I want to be able to get stuff I post on Instagram to go on to my website. That would be cool. There's another one. How long have we been streaming? 202. 45 minutes, something like that. Yep. Okay, Brutal Bob, give me a break now. You chewed me out about how I ran that last show. I told you I couldn't see the doggone thing, and I realized that. I said, hey, man, Mac has a dang big monitor. I don't. But this 32 is fine right now. I can see it. I'm only like 2.5 feet from it, 3 foot. Less than 3 foot. So, and eventually I'm going to get the 40-inch and have it mounted here. But I kind of want the 4K because I'm going to hook up not only have it hooked up to my PC, I want to hook it up to Roku, where I can also watch YouTube videos in here if I want to. Bob says, I want to buy a ham. I buy ham radio stuff and slide rules on eBay. I want to get a ham radio. I'd like to have that 3000, Yaesu 3000. Used, I think, about 1400. That is one good radio, they say. They don't make it anymore, but it's a good one. I'd love to get a thing. I used to be in the CB back in the day, CB radio. But I'd like to talk around the world. That'd be cool. If you like to read books, Enemies Foreign and Domestic by Matthew Bracken is really good, Eagle says. Capone ran soup kitchens during the Depression. Yep. Get on the good side of the people to protect them. Let's see. Just scrolling up, guys, make sure I ain't missed anybody. So far, nope. Toy Town Inc. was with us earlier. Good to see you, Toy Town Inc. He's a newer person. I appreciate coming in here. Means a lot to us, guys. We're just small channels, so I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. Let's do one more, then we'll probably call it a day. Now I'm listening to elevator music, or what they used to call it, those 40 and 50 movies where they're playing that lounge music. So I went from rock and roll. Now they finally eBay switched on me. Let's see. Colt says, do they still require tests to operate ham? Yeah. You don't have to do, Morse code now, though. And I hadn't looked at it lately. They may have changed some more regulations on it, made it easier. Gizzard Gary says, I have a Bofang UV-5R Plus, no ham license, but I like to listen. Yeah, I listen on the PC sometimes. I'll go to the software and listen. I hadn't did that in a while, but I did last year before last. I do have a GMRS license and have Bofang UV5G Plus for that. I've heard of that GMRS. I'm not that familiar. Isn't it better than a CB, I think, more powerful? Gizzard Gary, I was thinking. Yeah, no more Morse codes, what I've heard, yeah. I had a friend back in the early 2000s. He was a big electronics former school teacher. He was in electronics. He bought him a ham. He had a bunch of land, sold half of it off, and got him about $35,000. He bought him a Yaesu radio, did his teas, bought a used Ford truck, F1, what was it, a Ranger? Bought a used Ranger. Bought probably $1,500 for a mint Ranger used in this county. I couldn't believe it. I said, man, you got a deal. Let's see. Make sure there's no powder in there. No rice. If unsure, I'll do it again. One more here. One more dummy round, and we'll call that quits. But appreciate you dropping in, guys. Oh, Eagle, I've been talking to, he calls me sometimes, Bending Ballistics. He calls me sometime. We talk for a while. Sometime about 20, 30 minutes. He's got me on, AT3 tactical handguards, Anderson handguards, and what else? The other I looked up, actually, NB something on AR15discounts.com I'm looking at. I seem to like the ones that's 7 M-lock slots versus the 3. I think that's kind of cool. Whoa, overdid the rice. Yeah, I can't wait to build that. Most of you are aware, Eagle Run 23 in here, he gifted me a 18-inch match series, lightweight, basically lightweight, similar to government profile, 6.5 Grendel barrel. So that's going to be my next build. I just got to get a handguard, and I've got the upper receivers, which is Arrow, but they're the enhanced, which are a little 4 ounces heavier. I may end up buying a lighter upper, or maybe a slick side. Well, I messed that up on there. I'm just going to start over. I overdid the rice. There we go. This is it, guys. This will be the last dummy round I load. Yeah, I don't worry about 1/10 of a grain of rice. I got to load these up eventually. I don't have to load 500 right away, but I told my brother, I said, you do it, I'm going to use them for show content. I said, so I'll do some. And I told him here a few weeks ago, I'm reloading some when I'm off camera for if he want me and him, if he wants to go to the range with me. We'll head out to the Georgia State range here. Let's check this dummy round out. Okay, a little tad proud. Let me see if I can iron it out with that. Usually that flat dart factory crimp die works. A little bit of a hump on this one. Here, I know what will do it. Hang on. But it'll seat now. Yep. Had to go seat twice on the bullet seating to get it to go in the EGW case ammo checker. Well, that's it, guys. I had a good time. I like this. This is really a lot easier on me, even by myself now with a screen right in front of me. Eagle says, when we get the Grendel reloading, get to the Grendel reloading, I have 100 cases for you once fired. Yeah, I appreciate that, Eagle Run 23. I've got, I'm looking at the Ugly. I think Andy79Z28 ordered it. It's called the Ugly Annealer. It's on Amazon. It's all metal rollers, and it's stainless steel. I think it's from Europe, but it's $299. I'm going to get that one. It's called the Ugly Annealer. Check it out on Amazon. And I'm sure that's the one Andy bought here a year or two ago. And I think it actually has the attachment. Instead of putting your bottle down on the table, it actually has the old-fashioned attachment like Annealy's at one time, had the attachment on the machine. Then they went to a bottle like almost like an exhaust clamp type deal, and I don't like that. I like it when you attach the flame onto the Annealy's. So I'm going to skip Annealy's, and I'm going to do the Ugly Annealer. I can anneal them before I send them if you wish. I have the annealer. I hate for you to do that, man. It's up to you, whatever you want to do, man. If you ain't got time, don't worry about it. Send them to me. You're generous, man, so I don't push people that are generous to me. I don't give them deadlines or demands. I don't even do my daughter that way. I tell her, no rush, just do what you can when you can. It's just the way I think. People do things for you. You don't give them a hard time. Bob says, after this live, reverse ops will have F-35s taking off soon. Chessboard says, Gizzard Gary, have you use repeaters with yours? Okay, I mean, Gizzard Gary's got GMRS, yeah. I know repeaters are with ham. I didn't know they were with the GMRS, but I need to look that up. I did read on it a little bit here a while back or seen it on YouTube at one time. Chime in there, Brutal Bob, if you're still listening. I ain't heard from you in a while. Seemed like you were here. I thought maybe I'm imagining. Maybe it's my imagination. Eagle says, I went to ham class and ran off. Bunch of 1911 carrying FUDs. I lost interest after that experience. Yeah, they do stuff right here, local too, classes supposedly. Mine's 5R, I think, chessboard. If I'm not mistaken, my barrel is the Match Series. 8-inch Grendel, 6.5 Grendel, of course, and it's 5R rifling, if I remember. And it's a wild chamber. And I can't wait to get it. It's going to be for wild hogs and deer. And then I'm going to build another upper with a heavier stainless barrel for range plinking. And then I'm going to work on something else down the road, which I'm not going to talk about right now today. Coach says, when I had my torch fired annealer, I bought a 6-inch hose and adapters on Amazon to use a 20-pound tank. Yeah, I got to buy that because I got to do it. I'm going to be building something soon, and I'm going to have a torch to do some work to to complete the builds I'm going to be building. Put it that way. A lot of ham folks are a bunch of Elmer jerks. Yeah. I hope I have a good experience with it. I got the app, at least I did on my old phone where I could study it, and I was studying it, and I stopped. I do a little sample test on the phone, and then I'd fail pass because it'd be so long. Art and Adventure with Tasha and Jonathan. Thank you for coming in. Good to see you, Tasha. See, I was sitting there doing that last round and I almost missed somebody, but at least I can catch you now with a 32-inch screen here in front of me. A lot easier on me. Good to see you, though, Tasha. Hope you're doing well. She does streams, too. Check her out, guys. Used to be Truck Stop. I ain't called any. I think one of them maybe with you and Jonathan. And they are clean in a box for you. Say when. Say when. Bang! You'll run, yeah. Oh, I appreciate the brass, man. Yeah. They still got the 2 dies on sale at $55, I think, at Midway for the 6.5 Grendel. And they still got the orange micro dial for $89, I think it is, on Midway USA. I haven't pulled the plug on. I've kind of waited. So I got to get that. This is what, almost $90 plus tax for the micro, new orange micro by Hornady. Then the Grendel set's $55 plus tax. And after that, I get that. Then I get the annealer, I'm set. And I get the brass, which I appreciate that a lot. You guys humble me when you send me stuff like that. I really appreciate it a lot. I'm retired, and it's unlike everybody else. Budgets. I'm over budget now with a car and stuff. Man, I'm almost in bankruptcy, but I'm not. I'll just sit for next year or two and pay everything off, or keep paying on, and not buy anything. I take long spells where I don't buy nothing. I just pay. Typically, I'll move it to no interest, and then I'll pay it for like a year, and I'll pay a loan off. I paid my TV off here. I'm paying it off this month. I bought a Sony on Costco here last year. So, and I look back on, I could have bought me a Ruger Vaquero 5.5-inch barrel stainless steel 45 LC that's my dream gun. That and a cowboy holster, maybe made by Mark Thomas Paladin. Oh, I can't wait, because when I travel in a sports car, you'll be able to see that gun in a car like that, at least when I'm in the car. Something cool about the Western single action. It's just, I don't know, it's just something about it. Tasha says, I've been working 7 days a week, so I haven't, yeah. I know it was quite a few weeks back when I seen you and him, I think, one evening in the stream. Yeah, but I noticed I haven't seen your stream popping up at all. I seen a Canadian fishing musician. I seen him today a little bit, guitar playing, and the other day, some of the fishing he was doing. Let me scroll up, make sure I ain't overlooked anybody. Yeah, but by my dad, I mistype all the time. Sometimes, because I don't cut lights on. Lights bother my eyes. I'll sit here in the dark and do this, and I always do a typo all the time. I see the simple method of annealing, just holding it. Yeah, I've heard of people doing that. Yep. But I'm definitely going to get the annealer. That's probably the 2 things I definitely need. Annealers, or not annealers, but the ugly annealer and the scale. I get that. I'm kind of set. And that and the dies and all that. I shouldn't need nothing. Next, maybe get into casting, which I'm going to wait a little bit because I can't do AR builds and casting at the same time. It's too much money on me. Let's see. My dad says lamb gilding and induction annealer. Check it out here. Okay. Oh, okay. Got you. Misspelled. Let me see. Yeah, I can't wait. I've never shot a Grendel, too. That's going to be cool. Really, it's going to be cool. That's supersonic at 1,000 yards. Let's see. Last time I looked, Gary says there were only 3 licensed GMRS users in my entire county. But I think it's getting more popular. So you got to have a license for GMRS. Okay. Where did you buy that black rice? I have got to get me some. Oh, I bought that at Kroger. Let me see. I said, where did I get that from? Powder Valley, the one that sells groceries. Hint, hint. Making sure I didn't miss any of you guys. Got 14 on. It's been a good stream. I enjoyed it. I enjoy it a lot more when I'm doing something than I'm just sitting there yakking my head off. So I had a good time hanging out with you guys today. Appreciate you being here. Definitely enjoyed it. I don't know what got into me lately doing those shows, forgetting the cord. Actually, the cord got unplugged accidentally. That's why you couldn't hear me the first 10 minutes. And then kept knowing good and well I got the TV here. They did some changes here and just didn't think about hooking up the TV anymore. Then I realized, oh, crap, this ain't working out too well. So we'll go back to what I originally planned, which is this, having the TV here. Viejo says, sorry, I had to duck out. Got a phone call. Oh, no problem, Viejo. Appreciate you guys, too, that's sending me stuff. And you know who you are, Viejo and Eagle Run. I'm humbled and honored that you would send me stuff like that. So appreciate each and every one of you guys hanging here. I'm still doing the show tonight, so I need to run. It's going to start at 8 p.m. Mac may run late. I'll just probably what you're seeing now. And if I get the turret in, I'll go ahead and mount that because I do have the inline fab plate. I'll get that set if it comes before about an hour or two before the show starts, so I can get it mounted up here and get the dies up ready. I'm hoping it comes before 10 p.m. tonight. So I'll get that and an extra turret head. The roller handle upgrade does not come, like I said, I think to the 4th of next month. I ordered it on Amazon too. I scared to go back to eBay after what happened to me. I appreciate you being here, Bob. Appreciate you being here, man. Catch you later too, Colt. Gizzard Gary, all of you, man. Viejo, Eagle Run. I'm just calling you off the top of my head. Tasha, Scottish American, Bama Dad, Eagle, Colt. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let's see. Chessboard. I'm kind of calling you. I called you out, as we go, but I'm kind of just grabbing a few names here and there. Bob. Good to see you too, Bob. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully Mac will make it on time. If not, because he does the share stream, and that helps me out a lot. Gets a few more people over into my show, and I'm amazed I even got the crowd I got, because past year I haven't streamed worth of crap. I've been so intermittent. Even though Mac all the time was going, you need to stream. He'd send me a text saying, you need to stream. I go, yeah, I know. But I was in the early days of my car, and, things like that was not going too well for the car at the time. And now he does have the motor, and I got the rest of the stuff to take down there. I think I'm finished painting now. May have one more item I might paint before I take it down there. Actually, I am. I'm actually painting some, Aluma Blast from Eastwood. I'm putting it on my aluminum intake, and I'm taking a cloth and I'm wiping it off and letting it kind of rub into the grain of the aluminum. Not really spraying it, and it's actually hiding some of the bad color of it. Toy Town Inc., what would you recommend for a set of beginner 40 dies? Lee. Even though Lee can be iffy occasionally, their quality, and they're not to the top tier, I'd say, like Redding, and Redding's high. You can tell by the finish on Redding. They're heavy, they're good quality, good tolerances, but Lee's good. Most of the time, Lee, you'll do fine. And if they're bad, they honor their warranty. But Lee, you can't beat them. $55 average for a set of dies, and they work. That's what I'm using now. And I've used Forster, Lee, and I haven't used Hornady, which I will, and I've used Dillon dies. So, and Dillon and Forster, they're good too. Of course, I did get a stuck case a few years back using lanolin spray on a Dillon die, and I pulled it, and I went to put the Redding 223 full length die on, and never had a stuck case since on the 650. I'll fire up the 650 one of these days for a show. And I still would love to. I always tell you guys I'd love to have that RL 1100, but the more I look at it, it doesn't seem space really good for a bullet feeder unless you do the seating and crimping at the same time. I'm more, where I'm going for now? I am thinking about doing the Mark 7. Mark 7, the, what is it? 10 station. It's about the same price, $2,600. I would love to have that one. It's made by Lyman now. That one's got 10 stations. I could do the bullet feeder, crimp dye in separate sections. And so now I'm not on the RL1100 so much. I'm kind of looking at the Mark 7 10 station. I forget the actual name of it, but it's Mark 7 10 station. Is it commercial grade? Yeah, I'd say so. They don't seem to market it as commercial, but it's up there. Yeah, it's a really nice press. I need to see what the warranty is on it. Of course, Dylan only warranties their commercial presses for 2 years, and that's it. They figure the maintenance is part of it if you're a business, so go figure. But carbide, Mark, is it? Okay, yeah. Let's see what you reckon. That's it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and call it a good one. I got to do another show tonight. So if I do a coffee, it's usually kind of short. I've been going how long? Jeez, over an hour. Let me see. Hour and 11 minutes. Ultimate Reloader has some good videos on it. Yeah, he does, yeah. But I am looking more at that press, definitely. Because I don't want to have to. I want to eventually get a bullet feeder. And I'll do like Mac. I'll probably only use it to process 223 or 9mm, something like that. Really, do I need it? Heck no, and I probably may never get it. But I would. That's kind of my dream press. Appreciate it, Dale. Good show, you guys being here. You all the ones that make the show. If it wasn't for you talking to you all, I'd just be yakking my head off. But I appreciate you guys being here, guys. You all have a great evening. It's warm over here. What time is it here in Georgia? 82 degrees here in Georgia right now. Sunny, too. It was cloudy the other day a little bit. So you guys have a great one. We'll catch you on the show tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there. Check it out. Hopefully Mac will be there. Oh, Viejo's going to be there. Special guest. Hopefully. So see you guys later. Have a great day. Catch you on the next one.